Yo, what's up, guys? And first of all, I really want to apologize to you guys. I told you guys I would upload the lightning staff tutorial as soon as the ice staff tutorial got up to 5 likes. Well, it got up to 5 likes, and then I proceeded to wait 1 week to upload again. So I apologize for that, guys. I know this is long overdue, but this is the lightning staff tutorial. If you guys have seen all three of my other, or any of my three of my other staff tutorials, the links of them will be in the description for those of you who haven't. But for those of you who haven't, I'm just gonna real quick let you know these first couple of steps apply to all the staffs. You're gonna need to do this for all the staffs. The first thing you're gonna need to do is find a music disc. Most of the time it's gonna be right there. There are two other spots. There's one up top, literally right next to the Pack-a-Punch machine. The other one's on the back on the wooden path between generators 5 and 6. Next, what you're gonna want to do is you want to go up inside the Pack-a-Punch, and then once you've done that, there should be a record player. It looks like with the big horn on it. It looks like it's on either the left or the right side of the table. Pick it up and then put that on the table, and that will play the record that you just got. It's not like a really an Easter egg music thing. You only would be able to hear it because you'll be shooting and stuff usually. But what it does is it opens the secret staircase. You look at the staircase right here in front of me. That staircase was not there previous to me putting that. What you want to do next is you're going to want to pick up the actual record player and bring it with you, because that's actually very important. You need that to complete all of the staff tutorials. You kind of need that. So then what you're going to want to do is there's a bunch of different places it can be, but you need the purple disc, the music disc. One of the places it can actually be is down here in the wind tunnel, but there are some other places it can be. It can be right next to Juggernog. It can also be on that cart near Juggernog. Now the first part, all the parts for the lightning staff, you're going to have to get to from the tank. You look at this first part here, you can see I just jumped off from the tank right on the first half of the tank ride between generator 6 and generator 2. And it goes back to generator 2, it has to cool down. Now the next two parts are both on the second part. So like if you're doing a single player, you may have to do this more than once. Otherwise you can just like have each friend jump off at a different stop. The next one is right next to Pack-a-Punch. And like you'll be able to see it right here. There's this little wooden board that's sticking out, and you kind of have to make a running jump for these things. They're not. That first one, in my opinion, was actually the hardest one to get onto. But I mean, that's just me. And maybe a lot of people say that's the easiest, but I think it's the hardest in my opinion. I don't know. This one I like. You can't really fall off because that guardrail is there. Then you run up here, grab this. Just a quick side note though, all of these places where you can get them, there is no back out. You have to go out the way you came in. So there is no like out for all of these. That's you're gonna want to do them at the end of the round. Like when we were doing here was like near the beginning of a round. It's probably not the smartest thing to do, like because these are all dead ends. That's the thing. Like they make them seem like trailers, like oh they're really easy to get, and then they're like no, there's actually every single one of the lightning staff the places is just a dead end. So my friend ends up getting really lucky here, but normally you get in one of these kind of places at the beginning of a round. I think we're like halfway through the round. Normally you get the beginning of a round, past like round 10, you're gonna be screwed. What you're going to want to do next is go to the lightning tunnel. You can see it there. It says lightning. It's right below generator 5, literally just directly below it. You'll see the thing that says lightning. Run up to this table right here. It looks just like the table back under Pack-a-Punch. You place the record player there, and that will play the purple music disc that you picked up earlier from around the Juggernog location. So try to do this near the end of the round, because this you're not going to want to go through the portal at the beginning of a round, because the zombies can still spawn in here. And the ones that spawn in here are the same kind as the armored ones that spawn near the generators when you're trying them on. So run up to that purple pedestal, grab the crystal that floats out of it, and then you're going to want to run back up here and hold X to reassemble the teleporter. It takes a minute to actually reassemble itself, like these floating rocks have to reassemble into the teleporter. Then you can go back through it, and then after that, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go all the way back to Pack-a-Punch down below. And my friend actually accidentally goes back in the portal. You don't really want to do that, but go to Pack-a-Punch and all the way down below. Remember that secret staircase we opened earlier? You're going to want to go down there just like you do for all the other staffs. Go to the staff building area, walk up to the purple pedestal, and craft the lightning staff. And just want to let you guys know, the lightning staff is actually, I know I said before it was the wind staff, but now I think the lightning staff is by far my favorite staff out of the 4. And the reason for that is there's a couple special abilities that it has that I think some people don't know about. Obviously, they're all very good. They all have special abilities and stuff. But the cool thing, the first thing I noticed almost immediately upon picking it up is that it's actually fully automatic. It's rapid fire, which is why it has so much ammo. It has like a 12-round clip. Like it didn't pick up on this at first, but like when this one zombie, you look like I just started clicking the trigger really quickly to see how fast I could fire, and it turns out right here I actually tried holding down the trigger, and it turns out you can actually. So if you have double tap with this, it'll fire faster than the ray gun does with double tap, I think, which should be pretty cool. I think, because I think this already fires pretty fast. This already fires about almost as fast as the ray gun with double tap, like just without double tap. So I don't know how fast. It'd be like pretty insane. You get that. The next thing I noticed is that it has kind of an explosive radius. Not like explosive damage to you, but like the lightning ball that shoots out, it's only going to hit one zombie, really, maybe one, maybe two. But when it explodes, when it hits a surface, the lightning ball creates like a static charge that goes out in all directions and zaps any zombies near it. So what you want to do is you want to shoot the staff at the ground in front of the first zombie, and it will hit the ground, explode, and get pretty much the entire group. And that's how you actually want to do it with this staff. It took me a while to figure that out, but that's actually the most effective way. A lot of people don't like it because they're like, it's inaccurate. It takes like one. You can only kill one zombie at a time. That's actually not true. You just got to aim for the ground, not for the actual zombies themselves, because then you'll probably only kill one. And there you see it takes out Diesel really quickly there, which is pretty good. It also is very good for getting out of sticky situations like this. Some of these situations are actually pretty tough, and you can see the lightning actually changes from zombie to zombie sometimes, but not all the time. Here I get really lucky. You shoot it directly at the ground, as you can see, like I said, and the ball creates kind of like an explosion of electricity that goes outward in all directions. So I shoot it at my feet. Lightning, it's like a continuous electric cherry, basically. Like, you know what electric cherry is, where the electricity, when you reload it, first started in Mob of the Dead, I think, was the first map that had that perk. And here I get lucky, I get a nuke with that first kill there, but you shoot it at the ground, it goes out in all directions. This is really, probably the only staff you can do that with. And you might be able to do it with the fire one, but I don't think it has quite as much range, and I don't think it's quite as effective when moving to the side like that. Now you can see, it can actually go through very, like you see right there, it actually can, the electricity can travel through very thin surfaces like that, like those wooden planks, like the bars on the windows that the zombies come through. It can travel through that. It can travel through like very thin wooden planks. It can't travel obviously through like sheetrock or concrete, but there aren't really many solid walls on this map. This map is usually, a lot of it is pretty open, so you should be fine with like enabled in terms of shooting them. You should be fine. And yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this. Hopefully you guys will go and check out the lightning staff. It's definitely my favorite now by far. It's like, I love that splash damage thing that it does, that where it like electrocutes the ones around it. I think that's a really cool thing to do. I really like it. I like how it has a lot of ammo. But anyway, hopefully you guys do enjoy this. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and check out the other staff tutorials if you have not already. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.